Once upon a time, there were two merchants. One was wise, and the other was foolish. They lived in the same village and were getting ready for business trips to the same place to sell their goods. Each had around 500 carts, and they needed to decide whether to travel together or separately. The foolish merchant thought it best to go first. He believed, the road won't be rutted by the carts, the oxen will eat the best grass, we will find the freshest fruits and vegetables, the water will be untouched, my people will admire my leadership, and I can get the best prices for my goods. The wise merchant, on the other hand, saw many benefits in going last. He thought, those who go first will smooth out the rough road, making travel easier for us. Their oxen will eat the old coarse grass, and ours will get the fresh new growth. My men will find fresh herbs for curry, where the old ones have been picked. Where there is no water, the first caravan will have to dig for it, and we can use their wells. We won't need to bargain, as the prices will already be set, so he agreed to let his friend go first. The foolish merchant began his journey. He left human settlements behind and reached the edge of the desert, called the waterless desert, known for being haunted by demons. He took large water jars on his carts and filled them to cross the 60 leagues of desert. When the caravan reached the middle of the desert, they encountered a large group coming from the opposite direction. This group had carts smeared with mud and dripping with water, and they were holding lotuses and water lilies. The leader of this group said to the foolish merchant, "Why are you carrying these heavy loads of water? You'll soon reach an oasis with plenty of water to drink and dates to eat. Your bullocks are tired from pulling these heavy carts filled with extra water. Be kind to your overworked animals and discard the water." Despite previous warnings, the foolish merchant did not realize these were demons in disguise, pretending to be helpful. He took their advice and emptied all his water onto the ground. As they continued, they found no oasis or water. The foolish merchant realized they had been deceived by demons, and his people began to grumble and blame him. Exhausted and thirsty, they could not go on. The bullocks were too weak to pull the heavy carts, and everyone lay down to sleep. During the night, the demons came in their true, terrifying forms and attacked. By morning, only bones were left scattered around, not one human or animal survived. Several months later, the wise merchant began his journey along the same route. When he reached the wilderness, he gathered his people and warned them, "This is the waterless desert known to be haunted by demons. We must be cautious. Do not drink any local water without my approval." When they reached the middle of the desert, the demons appeared again. The wise merchant quickly recognized them, thinking, "There's no water here. These beings, with their red eyes and aggressive demeanor, cast no shadow. They likely tricked the foolish merchant before me into discarding his water and then ate him and his men. But they don't know my intelligence." Then he advised his team, "We are not discarding our water until we find a new source. These people may be demons. Have you seen any signs of rain or an oasis? No. If we trust them and throw away our water, we may be left without any to drink or cook. We would then be weak and easy prey for demons. Until we find water, don't waste a drop." That evening, they reached the spot where the first caravan had been attacked. They found the scattered bones and fully loaded carts of the previous travelers. The wise merchant posted guards around the camp during the night. The next morning, they had breakfast, fed their bullocks, and collected the most valuable items left by the first caravan. They finished their journey successfully and returned home safely, allowing them and their families to enjoy their profits. I hope you all enjoyed this video. What are the lessons we can learn from this story? We will discuss one by one. Lesson number 1. Wisdom in planning. Thoughtful and careful planning is crucial for success. The wise merchant's foresight and strategic thinking allowed him to avoid the dangers that the foolish merchant fell into. Lesson number 2. Critical thinking. Questioning and analyzing information critically is essential. The wise merchant's skepticism about the stranger's advice saved his caravan, while the foolish merchant's gullibility led to disaster. Lesson number 3. The value of patience. Patience can lead to better outcomes. The wise merchant's decision to travel second allowed him to benefit from the efforts and mistakes of the first caravan. Lesson number 4. Leadership and responsibility. Good leadership involves protecting and guiding those under your care. The wise merchant took responsibility for the safety and well-being of his people and animals, unlike the foolish merchant. Lesson number 5, trust but verify. It's important to verify the information before acting on it, especially in critical situations. Blindly trusting strangers can lead to dire consequences, as seen with the foolish merchant. Lesson number 6, learning from mistakes. Observing and learning from the mistakes of others can help avoid similar pitfalls. The wise merchant benefited from understanding what likely happened to the first caravan. Lesson number 7, preparedness. Being well prepared for potential challenges is crucial. The wise merchant ensured they had enough water and were cautious about unknown dangers. Lesson number 8, self-reliance. Depending on own resources and judgment is often safer than relying on unknown external advice, especially in hazardous situations. Lesson number 9, awareness of surroundings. Being observant and aware of the environment can help identify potential threats and opportunities, as demonstrated by the wise merchant's recognition of the demons. Lesson number 10, caution in unfamiliar territory. Being cautious and prudent in unfamiliar or potentially dangerous situations is essential for survival and success.
Thank you for watching for this video, and I think you may add some values to your life from this story. Always try to develop your attitudes, knowledge, and humanity. Then you can become a successful human being. Finally, we can create a beautiful world where everyone can live happily. Thank you, stay safe, and see you soon.